And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to the grand finals, the grand finale, papi, of ESL Open Cup Americas, number 230. It all ends here. It all ends in this final best of 5. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Crimson Court, we have our Danish Protoss player, the Blue Protoss representing Storm Gaming. It is MaxPax. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have the red Zerg player representing Team Vitality from the land of South Korea. It is Solar. And again, this is a rematch. These two faced off last week in this very tournament in the 229th edition in the grand finals in the best of 5, and it did go the way of MaxPax. It was a back and forth. It was a 3-1 if I recall correctly, so it was a back and forth series, but MaxPax dictated in the end as Solar is going for the center base. Let's go. We're going for the unnatural. Natural, the center base has been taken. Now this base is very common and very popular when it comes to all-ins, as we can rush into the Rich Vestine Gas Geyser, we can rush into the gas, we can rush into Roach production and go for an all-in. We can go for a big 2-base all-in. MaxPax, I believe, did fall to this aggression in the previous series, and the last time they faced off. We'll see if MaxPax can survive it this time, as it is coming back to me. But again, Solo was able to make great use of this build and of this map the last time they faced. We'll see if MaxPax has been able to adapt and will be able to hold on. Here we go. I remember it was a very close game because MaxPax expanded here at the center base as well. Took this center base and it was just a very close fight that was just ensuing here at the ramp, where Solo was barely breaking through and MaxPax would barely hold on with like a shield battery with an overcharge. It was an all-in that lasted like 5 minutes. It was crazy. Eventually, MaxPax was broken. Eventually, the space did go down. And we'll see if MaxPax takes another risky expansion or if he does expand in a more safer fashion, linearly instead. But now, drones are coming in. We should be soon taking our gas geyser as well, as we have pulled out of gas in the main. Saturating our natural. Queens are on the way, Lings are amassing. And we have yet to determine our tech of choice. Yeah, it's a fully determined here. As our first adept is moving out, getting eyes on our base, on our setup. So far, Solar is keeping up and does protect his mineral line. Does keep up for the time being. Adepts coming in from behind. 2 Adepts do shade in. And 2 Adepts do one-shot drones. 1 drone will go down. Not a bad start. Headed for the mineral line, but Solar is keeping up. Oh, a second drone falls. Two drone kills so far. Good pickoffs as MaxPax will escape with both Adepts. And we're following this up with a Twilight Council. This looks like Glaive Adepts. Lings getting caught out. The Overlord will barely escape. Behind this, we have pulled out of gas. It's 2 and 2 in both gas geysers. This means it should be 4-gate Glaive Adept from MaxPax. Oh boy, and we have seen Glaives pop off and pull top-tier Zerg players in the past. We'll see if it does it again. Here comes that Roach Horn from Solar. Rich Vestine Gas Geysers being taken. Is being taken, is on the way. Can we keep up? MaxPax does opt to move out ahead of time, bearing in mind that we don't have Glaives yet, but we do commit to the shade. We shade into the mineral line. Lings are getting picked off, one after the other. More Lings are on the way. Drones under fire with denying any kind of mining here at the Rich Vestine Gas Geyser. 3 drones go down, and we shade into the natural. More drones falling. This is becoming a little bit too much. Bearing in mind that this is a vanilla Adepts. What happens when Glaives comes into play? As we have pulled back in, gases are being prioritized, and DTs are on the horizon as well. Glaive Adepts into Dark Templar. Ay. Can Solar keep up? Bearing in mind that Solar doesn't have any spores. No spores in position. I believe that's why MaxPax decided to commit and go into DTs. He knows just how vulnerable his opponent is. It's going to be vulnerable. We have the Prism or bring in behind the base into the natural. Drone's going down. And we do commit. We shade in. We shade into the main base. Lings are trying to keep up. We do get a surround on some of these adepts. Not a bad surround, but drones are still being targeted. At the same time, we have adepts at the center base. Again, we're just not able to make use of the space whatsoever. Barely any mining. 6 drones go down. And we get another warp in between the bases. We get up to 7 drone kills. Now 8, soon to be 9. Oh. And almost 10, or just now 10. Adepts are shut down. And here comes the Dark Templar. Here comes the second wave. We have 1 Spore at the third, but no Spore in the natural, no Spore in the main base. MaxPax snowballing out of control. GG gets called just as they're revealed, and MaxPax will take game number 1. GG. GG, well played. Congratulations here as MaxPax takes game number 1. Again, a hyper aggression out of MaxPax, punishing the greed of Solar. Solar rushing into that center base can snowball into an all-in, as we saw did attempt to, but this time MaxPax was that much more ready to punish it. Last week he was trying to survive and kind of respond to the aggression instead and trying to defend. This time we had a more proactive approach, a more aggressive approach, and was able to punish Solar's greed, make sure that he just wasn't able to make use of that center base, could not get into his economy, could not get into his army. Well played. Well played. And from here, we're getting ready for game number 2, loading into Dynasty. Dynasty's coming up. What would... Oh, God, I'm getting deja vu. I'm getting deja vu. We're loading into Dynasty, and we've seen this before at a Solar. Whenever we see any Zerg player on Dynasty, it's for an all-in. It's for the gold. Typically taken on the other side. So I imagine Solar once again wants to be playing aggressive, but can he get into his build? Can he survive and get into his Roach production? We're here to find out. As spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Dynasty, we have our Danish Protoss player, the Blue Protoss, representing Psystorm Gaming. Leading the series 1-0, it is MaxPax. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, going for the gold as the drone is sent out towards the other side of the gold base to take advantage of the Rich Gas Geyser. Very similar concept to that previous game. We have our South Korean Zerg player, the Red Zerg, representing Team Vitality. It is Solar. Again, we're rushing into the space. I'm getting deja vu. These 2 builds that we're seeing are the exact same builds that we saw last week. It's the same. So we're going for the gold base, taking advantage of this gold mineral line of the Rich Gas Geyser. Once again, the ball is in MaxPax's court. The ball is in his court. How do we punish this? How do we shut this down? I mean, a good way to do it would be Glaive Adepts. True. Glaive Adepts, DTs, a mixture of the 2. Probe Scout is coming in. And MaxPax will check the edge of the gold minerals and will confirm the hatchery that's on the way. Does confirm the hatchery, rotating into the main. It was a 15-15 gasless opener. But now we're taking our gas at our natural, or at the gold. Maybe a better way of putting it. So the gas is being taken. And MaxPax is going to be responding with his own gold. Okay, risky maneuver here. But the gold is being taken. I say risky. Really, this can't really be punished unless we get into roaches. And this is designed to get into a roach push. As the gas is being saturated. MaxPax just still settling into his own tech structure. Cybercore is about to finish. And with that Cybercore, we can get into our tech structure of choice. And will it be the Stargate or the Twilight Council? Again, we have options with how we want to punish this, and we do need to punish this. What's it going to be? Stargate. Okay. It's going to be a Stargate opener into, I imagine, Oracles, which means Solar just has to keep up with the Oracle harass. Oracles and Adepts, we have to keep up. Roach Warren has been thrown down. We're getting ready for our all-in. We're getting ready to send it. Here we go. As we do have our first Adepts threatening a dive into the mineral line. Oh, so far Lings are keeping up. Lings are keeping up. Adept forced to shade away. Roach Warren about to finish up. You can see Solar isn't droning. Is making overlords and is soon to be getting into his mass Ling Roach all-in. I think we're making a limited amount of Roaches and going into Ravager production from there, but we'll see. As the Adepts, they shade into the main. Oh, they catch a drone. One worker goes down. And we don't quite get another. As the Adepts are being forced back. Do manage to shade away. Getting a lot of value, getting even more Lings. More Lings going down. And back at home, we have Void Rays in production. I mean, that's going to be a good way to defend against these Roaches. Bearing in mind that there are no queens to support this, is not like a Roach Queen all-in. There's no anti-air. The Roaches, they have arrived. The all-in is here. And MaxPax, are we ready for this? Oh, we do get one. We get both Adepts. Both Adepts go down. Void Ray will arrive, but it's only going to be the one Void Ray, as the wall has been broken. Yeah, Lings are flooding in. They dive on the shield battery. Void Ray has arrived, but damage is being done. We don't even have Warp Gate. Warp Gate just now finishing. We focus on the shield battery, and it looks like Solar, we bust into the main base. We're going for the mineral line. We're snowballing out of control. The Void Ray will eventually clean this up, but by the time we do, what is it going to be left? What will remain? As more boys being pulled into the main base. Trying to protect our mineral line. We do save quite a bit of workers. MaxPax still maintains that worker lead, as we have yet to wall off. Adepts defending the main base. Void Ray going ham on these Lings. And Solar is being cleaned up. Solar, he's running out of Roaches, running out of Ravagers. Oracle's going for a counterattack. Yeah, we only have a handful of Lings remaining. And what do we have in the main? We have a Spore, we have a Queen. But only one. We can actually go for the Queen. What do we go for? Drone damage. 2 drones go down. You can see Solar's, he's still saturating. Solar is droning up as much as he can. It's going to be a Twilight Council follow-up. I'm feeling Glaives. This could be Blink, to be fair. Could be Blink as well. Either option is viable here as Adepts are moving out across the map. Solar in a lot of trouble. He needed more damage. He did bust into the bases, but he killed only a handful of workers. A handful of probes did fall. Lings, they dive on the Adepts. Oracle's threatening the mineral line. And the Lings are doing well for themselves. And the Adepts, they just did trickle in. But MaxPax has to pull back. Does have to pull back here. To the main. And Adepts, they bust into the main base. Nothing to stop them. Drones are going down one after the other. Boys are being pulled. 6 drones go down. The Hydrogen has been spotted. MaxPax is aware. Void Ray diving into the main. The Queen is exposed. Not enough Queens, not enough anti-air. We do drag the army into the Spore. Not bad. Do drag the Void Ray into the Spore. Lings going for a counterattack. Hydras are amassing. But MaxPax, look at his economy. Look at his working out. 42 workers, 44 against 26 drones. Solar just can't keep up. Especially with MaxPax also making use of the gold base. Solar cannot keep up. Adepts, they do shade into the mineral line. More drones going down. Gold mining workers. Brutal. Lings across the map, being cleaned up. And it's going to be all or nothing now. How many Hydras do we have? These are going to be vanilla Hydras. No upgrades, no range, no speed. 11 Hydras. I mean, that's a good amount of DPS. But without upgrades, I'm not too sure if I believe. We'll see. Likewise, charge almost done. Hydras diving in. Okay, 11 Hydras, they do add quite a bit of DPS here. Cybercore is going to go down. Cybercore does fall. Yeah, but here come the charge lots. Not quite committing. Pulling back. Gateways are being knocked down. Yeah, but now we can dive on the army. And Zealous, they can just shoot through these Hydras. Oh, not quite. We had enough Lings to defend. Lings, they do buffer for the Hydras. Catching both Oracles. Not bad. Solar does take a supply lead, an army supply lead. And MaxPax's defense is going to be brutal. It's so close. Being Hydra diving in, boys are being pulled. Once again, Zealous diving on top of the Hydras. They try to focus them down. Archon getting some hits in as well. But the Archon does fall in. Solar, has he done it? Has he barely broken through? We have to pull back. Against Solar, he's on 19 workers. Zealous, they get across the map. Drones are going down. This is all that Solar has left. Is completely all in. 13 Hydras. Good force field. Ooh, we catch the army. A very nice force field. And with that, Solar gets cleaned up. GG gets called as MaxPax survives and takes a 2-0 lead. GG. Oh my god. GG, well played. A very chaotic game. There was definitely a chance there towards the end where Solar was trading quite well, was achieving quite a lot with his Ling Hydra, but again, had no sustain. There were 19 drones back at home. There was just no economy. The longer the game went on, the worse it was for Solar. The worse it was, and now we're diving into game 3. One more win is all that MaxPax needs. One more win. And we'll see if we can make some magic happen here as Solar's up against the wall. Now, what I will say is that so far, Game 1 on Crimson Court and Game 2 on Dynasty, these have been maps that have been very tempted to go for these exposed bases, which have been punished, right? Like, Solar took the center base on Crimson Court, Solar took the gold on Dynasty. These have been very aggressive and very risky builds from Solar, and he's been denied time and time again. Now we're loading into Alcyone. This should be a much more standard back and forth game. I say that it is not unheard of for players to rush into the gold on this map as well. It is not unheard of. We could see Solar rush into the gold here. I'm hoping he doesn't, though. I'm hoping that we get more of a standard game, and maybe we can even enter the mid game. It's possible. It's been a fast final so far. It's been very fast but very quick. I'm hoping for something a little bit more robust here. But here we go, spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Alcyone. We have our Danish Protoss player, the Blue Protoss, representing Storm Gaming, leading the series 2-0. It is MaxPax. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the red Zerg player, representing Team Vitality from land of South Korea, down in this series. We're going for the gold. I was like, we don't have to go for the... No, we are. We are going for the gold base. It is Solar. Again, he's been so aggressive this entire series. Game 1, Game 2, and Game 3, we have never taken our natural base or even our third base as our natural. We've been rushing into gold bases or rich testing gas geyser bases as well. And once again, it's going to be on MaxPax to punish this. He checks the triangular third, and is now checking the gold. Now, if we were casting a Korean player, we would see a cannon rush. Like, both Classic and Hero, as soon as they see this, they throw down a Forge, they throw down a Pylon, and they cannon rush, and they force a cancel, and they punish this quite hard. That's at least how they're used to handling this situation. MaxPax is not. He confirms the base, and we're going for a much more standard opener. But at least MaxPax is aware. Now, with this gold base, the rocks are going to be knocked down, and Solar is going to be working towards... we could work towards a Ling Queen Nidus all-in, maybe a Roach all-in. We have options here with this base. Creep is going to be spread very quickly across the map. And we have the Maynard of our drones. Solar is going to be Maynarding his workers over. And because these bases are so spread out, we don't even have to go Glaive Adepts. I mean, Glaive Adepts would be a good way to punish this, but we could even go just Oracle and regular Adepts into Blink and just pull apart our opponents and threaten the mineral lines and focus on drones. Like, again, these queens are going to be so far apart, it's going to be so difficult to rotate between our bases to protect our mineral lines. We'll see. We'll see what our option is going to be, what our tech of choice. We do cancel the Warp Gate. Warp Gate is cancelled. And we have a Stargate. Okay, Stargate opener from MaxPax. Should be for those Oracles. And Solar immediately knocking down these rocks, opening up this kind of pathway. And is going for his queens, and should be able to defend at least early on. Deb has arrived. We do get one drone. Already a good start for MaxPax. One worker goes down. We do get eyes on the third. As Solar is going to be attempting to stabilize and make use of this gold. As now we're up to 2 Adepts. 2 Adepts do one-shot workers. And we don't quite get into the mineral line. We're going to be zoned away for now. For the time being, nice target firing on the Adept, but we do manage to shade away just in time. MaxPax does pull back. Does keep his Adepts alive. Oracles are on the way. And MaxPax is working towards his third. Now, MaxPax may just apply some light pressure here and just expand, take a third base, and try to defend against the all-in. That's definitely an option that MaxPax can go for. And it looks like that's exactly what we're doing. Third base on the way. Let's go. Now, Solar does confirm this. And upon seeing this third, Solar is now going to be making a tough choice. Do we throw down the Roach Warren? Do we throw it down? Do we try to punish this? Do we try to go all in and make use of this gold minerals? There it is. Roach Warren thrown down at the 4-minute mark. Very early. We're going for a push. Solar is going to be committing here and should be cutting workers soon. So Solar's going for an all-in. Again, MaxPax baits out the all-in by expanding in such a way by this opener. He should be aware. Fast Twilight Council. This should be for fast blink. I like this. Hero is so good. We've seen a lot of Hero versus Dark, and whenever we're in this situation where Hero knows that Dark is going to all in, Hero throws down a very fast Twilight Council into fast blink, and Blink Stalkers with really fast blink, with the fast upgrades, Blink Stalkers do so well against these all-ins. Or at least they can do so well. Shield batteries on the way. Yep, there it is. Blink is in production for MaxPax. And it's going to come down to our control. It's going to come down to the execution of this all-in. Things are moving out. Solar is also threatening with his queens, but he's droning. Solar is droning up behind this. Okay. Hilaire as well. The Roach Warren is done, but we're not actually making use of it. Okay, I see you. So Solar, he backs off. We had a fast tech structure. We did threaten a push, but we didn't quite commit. Solar droning up. Now, what's important about what MaxPax is doing, even though there's no all-in, because of the fast blink, we can apply a lot of pressure, and we can turn this into a 3-base all-in. From the side of MaxPax, I mean. With just hyper aggression with these Blink Stalkers. There's no way rallying in! No! A missed rally! Ooh. 4 drones go down, some free damage for MaxPax. Moving out across the map, Roach Speed is on the way. Now what's scary is that this gold base is so important because of the tech. The Roach Warren is here at the gold, is exposed. Stays trapped thrown down. Creep is receding. We did miss one of the tumors. Oh! Nice trigger there by Solar. Does bait out that first stasis trap. Does bait it out. Bling's going to be engaging. Blink is done. And you can see how efficient this army can be. Shaving off so many Lings. Trying to get on top of those roaches. The army forced back. Once again, stasis trap is baited out. Robo's on the way. And we can, we're within range of the Roach Warren. Roach Warren taking a lot of damage, taking a lot of hits. We do have some transfuse. We'll keep the base alive. We'll keep the tech alive. As Solar is amassing his Roach Ling. Again, the gold base coming into play. Does have a better economy. And does MaxPax have the better control? So far, so good. Back here against those Lings. Rock's being knocked down. Solo getting ready for a surround. And MaxPax, after saturating that third base, we're taking gases and we're going for a double Robo Colossus production. MaxPax taking up into the mid game, not going for the all-in. Trying to go for a longer game, trading as efficiently as possible. Once again, a nice bait there from Solar does trigger the stasis trap. Rocks are knocked down. Bailey's going to be waddling in. And they're headed for the mineral line. They're headed for the bases. And do we have anything in position? Bailey's speed does kick in. And up, we do get into the mineral line, but there's nothing to kill. We focus on the shield batteries. At the same time, Lings and Roaches, they hit the fourth. Of course, they cancel. And Solar does have map control. He has momentum on his side. At least until the Colossus come out. Once a Colossus arrive, then the dynamic will change. Until then, Solar can hold his own. Spreading that creep. Pushing forward. Ooh, does take a massive stasis to the face. Does take that massive stasis. You can see MaxPax attempting to expand. He would thought about the gold. Taking the linear fourth instead. Meanwhile Solar, he's on his 4-base setup, getting a 5th as we speak. Still on 3-base saturation, only on 6/6 workers. We are mining through that gold. As the gold base is slowly running out of resources. Meanwhile, MaxPax, he is on his Colossus, but now working immediately on Disruptors. Disruptor production on the way. Third Colossus as well. Now with these Colossus, Solar has to take up. We have the Hive on the way from Vipers, but we need time. Solar desperately needs time. Is maxed out, but maxed out with Roaches. Not the ideal army he was hoping for. Lingbane Roach. Yeah, pushing past his Zelnaga, it's going to be difficult. The choke point is brutal. And creep is being cleared up. Here we go. Solo going for the dive. They're trying to collapse on the army. Solo kiting here from MaxPax. Nova goes off. Ooh, big connection. And we can juggle back that Colossus. Solid control here from MaxPax, and MaxPax is maxing out, and he has the more efficient army. Queens are falling left and right. Solar stuck on Roaches. No Hydras, no Lurker Den. The Hive is about to finish. We need Vipers. We need Vipers immediately. Without Vipers, there's no hold. The defense is going to be brutal. So far, MaxPax kiting well. Holding off the creep. So that run by being set up. Both players are maxed out. Oh, and the Baileys, they try to rush in, but some massive swipes here from the Colossus. A lot of Lingbane goes down. They'll say bust into the mineral lines, into the natural, into the third base. Drones are going down, and we pull back the entire army, and that means that MaxPax can push onto creep. The Queens are exposed. Yeah, Queens are going down. The base as well. We have to pull out of the gold. This Prism has done so much for MaxPax, just giving him so much room. And Roach Warren falls as well. No more Roaches. We have 2 Vipers on the way. They just spawned in. Sorry, 3 Vipers. They're gathering energy. And that is the way to survive this, to hold. If we can yoink those Colossus, then we can take a fight. Otherwise, we have to hope for MaxPax to overextend. Here we go, Lingbane rolling in. MaxPax to spot this. Nova goes off. Ooh, not the best connection on the Stasis army. Only 1 Nova, only 1 Disruptor. Not a bad fight here for Solar collapsing on the army. We have our yoinks. Viper comes in. We get one. No! We don't get the Colossus. But the Banelings, they will pop out of stasis. One Colossus goes down. Nova goes off, and it looks like MaxPax does not break through. Nova doesn't quite connect, but we have too many Stalkers. We have too many Stalkers regardless. Too many Colossus. MaxPax is snowballing out of control. Massive warp in into the main base, forcing Solar back. And we've done it. GG gets called. MaxPax takes the series 3-0 and is this week's ESL Open Cup Americas champion. GG. GG, well played. Congratulations here to MaxPax as he does take the series. Again, both in Game 1 and Game 2, MaxPax punished the greed of Solar. Here in Game 3, MaxPax took a different approach. He allowed Solar to get his goal base, and MaxPax instead went for a very safe opener. Went into 3 bases, teched up towards really fast Blink. He was ready for the all-in that never came. So we just teched up, got a 4th base, double Robo Colossus production. And with that army, MaxPax outscaled Solar. Solar, the reality is, again, sure he was maxed out with Lingbane Roach. It's just not an efficient army. It's not ideal, not when we have that many Colossus and Disruptors as well. We needed that Hive Tech, we needed those Vipers. The Vipers did come in, but they came in too late. Vipers, they came in too late. We had the one Yoink, we killed one Colossus. That's all we got. And again, a big reason for this was the War Prism. The War Prism was the unsung hero of this game. The Prism slipping behind the army into the main base with these Zealot Warp-ins. They just created a massive opening for MaxPax to take advantage of and to abuse. GG. GG, well played. Congratulations to MaxPax as he will be our ESL Americas champion 2 weeks in a row. Congratulations. My condolences to Solar, but I mean, hey, Solar, he was last night's ESL Asia champion, and 2nd place here still does earn you a good amount of cash as well. So congratulations to Solar for making it to the semifinals. Shout out to Showtime and Coffee for making it to the semis. And I hope everyone in the chat did enjoy themselves. Oh, God, I'm so tired. I got like 5 hours sleep today because I went to bed, then I woke up like 5 a.m. for this cast. The cast started a little bit later, but yeah, I just couldn't sleep and I didn't want to sleep in. It is midday. It is almost 1 p.m. here in Australia. We just wrapped up, and I believe that'll be our only cast for the day. We don't have a cast later on tonight. I mean, I could do a replay cast tonight, but I think we'll take it easy today. I have a lot of VODs to edit. I have a lot of thumbnails to make. I have a lot of scheduling to do. Again, whenever I'm not casting, I'm usually doing like working on other things, StarCraft related. So yeah, we got a lot of work to do. We got so yeah, I guess I'm just gonna be spending the day scheduling VODs and maybe getting some rest. But otherwise, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for the support. We do appreciate it. We're gonna be back tomorrow. Tomorrow in just over 24 hours, we're going to be casting Kung Fu Cup, WTL Kung Fu Cup number 5, as World Team League has returned. WTL World Team League was on a break because of DreamHack, but it has returned this weekend, and we'll be getting back into that WTL grind set. So look forward to it. If you enjoyed the cast, !socials in the chat. Socials in the chat if you guys wish to have a look at the if you guys want to follow us on social media, on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Discord, all things CranKy Ducklings. And we have a YouTube channel as well where we upload on a daily basis. We have thousands of VODs of thousands of matches on YouTube. If you're interested, we got you covered. We have a lot of content. Got a lot of content on YouTube if you are interested. Otherwise, thank you. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for the support. I'm gonna go schedule more VODs, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for some KFC, for some Kung Fu Cup. Otherwise, thank you for watching. Ciao. Bye bye. Ciao. Thank you for watching.